Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and thanks for checking out another video. It's been a few weeks since I last posted on here and I didn't intend on taking such a long break, but I'm back and I'm gearing up for a little trip up to the northeast of England in a couple of weeks' time, which I'm really excited about. So in preparation for this trip, I thought it was a good time to strip out the bag, give everything a good clean down and show you what's in my camera bag in 2024. So first things first, let's take a look at the camera bag. Now I'm currently using the Lowepro ProTactic 450 Mark II. This is an absolute beast of a bag. This is the green line version. Lowepro started manufacturing more sustainably made bags a little while back and they kindly sent me this one out along with another bag last year. I'd been using the original version for about 4 years. I've had this one for about a year now and it looks the same, it feels the same. Yep, smells the same. Yeah, nothing's really changed visually. It's the same great bag, it's just made in a better way. Okay, so onto the camera body, and I'm still shooting with my trusty Nikon D750 DSLR. I know a lot of people, if not most people, have upgraded to mirrorless these days, but this thing is fantastic. It does everything that I need it to do perfectly well. I don't feel the need to spend thousands of pounds right now upgrading to the latest camera systems when I've got this and a nice assortment of lenses, which I'll go through in a moment. I'm not going to go through the technical specifications. I have got a video on this as well on the channel if you want to have a look at that and sort of more of my thoughts on it. But yeah, Nikon D750. And if you were interested in picking one of these up on the secondhand market, they go really, really cheap these days. Okay, so onto lenses. My kit contains 3 lenses which I switch between depending on the scenario. The first of which is my Nikon 16 to 35 f4. This is a fantastic ultra wide lens for when you've got those big vistas to capture. This works brilliantly well. It's image stabilized. It's just an absolutely fantastic lens. It was the first lens that I bought when I went full frame. Yeah, absolute beast. Okay, so onto my main and most used lens, which is my Sigma 24-70 f 2.8 art lens. I absolutely love this lens. It is my workhorse. It's built extremely well. It's image stabilized. It's got brilliant optical performance. Yeah, I've shot everything with this, from landscapes to weddings, portraits, night sky photography. Everything that I need it to do, this lens does. And if you're wondering what the white lens cap is, it's a Lee Filters lens cap. It's got a filter ring, if you can see it there, which is used most of the time. So I'll leave it on there and then that just snaps on. And it's actually better than any lens cap off any lens I've ever had. So when I need to punch into my images a little bit further or I need more compression in them, I go for this lens, which is my Sigma 70-200 f 2.8 sport lens. And just like the other Sigma lens, this is built brilliantly well. The materials in both of these are fantastic. It feels really robust and really rugged. It looks it. All around fantastic lens, optical performance, everything about it is just so good. Okay, so a recent addition to my kit, you can see one of them here, is these newer CM28 wireless lav mics. Now, I've been meaning to upgrade to wireless mics for quite some time now, but I've been using my Rode Video Micro, which is a fantastic microphone. It's just limited in the fact that I can't move away from the camera without the audio going down and losing quality. So I invested in some of these. I didn't want to go crazy and invested in some that were like costing me like hundreds of pounds. These were actually under £100 off Amazon. I'd read lots of great reviews about them, so it was a bit of a no-brainer for me at this point. But yeah, initial thoughts and some testing that I've been doing over the last week, absolutely fantastic. The audio seems great to me. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, so some smaller but equally important things that I keep in my bag at all times are things like cleaning cloths. Always keep a couple of microfiber cloths in the bag all the time. I keep a dust blower or lens blower in the bag all the time. These are small, cheap, but very effective. And I also keep a lens pen in my bag at all times, just for those cleaning down of the lens kind of jobs, which you need to do a lot. So I also keep a couple of torches in my bag at all times, a head torch and a pocket torch. These come in handy a lot if you're shooting in the dark or if you like traveling in the dark. If you need to find something in your bag, yeah, always keep them. You don't have to keep 2 by any means, but I always keep 1 of each and keep spare batteries in the bag just in case. So I keep an intervalometer in my bag at all times just in case I want to shoot some really long exposures. This comes handy for remote shooting. Don't use it a great deal these days, but it's always in there just in case. So I always keep spare camera batteries in the bag, usually 2 or 3. They last long, they've got good shooting time, but I never go anywhere without spare ones. I also keep a power bank in the camera bag at all times, fully charged. I've had this one for about 7 years. It's quite old now, but it will still charge my smartphone at least twice on a full charge. So yeah, really good piece of kit to keep in the bag at all times. And then I keep this Low Pro gear up pouch in the bag. It's an organizer. It's got some elasticated sections in it, some little pockets in it. This is the medium. They do a few different sizes of this. There's lots of other alternative ones on the market, but this was just one that I picked up a few years back. It keeps things like phone charger cable to go with the power bank. It keeps a Samsung T5 SSD in there and the cables for that in case I need to do any backing up on the fly. Spare batteries for the torches and a whole host of other things. And there's room to add more stuff should I need to in the future. So as a landscape photographer, I shoot a lot of long exposure images, and for that you need one of these, or at least the contents of this. This is a Lee Filters filter system. It's all housed in this nice little pouch, but in here there is a set of medium edge graduated ND filters, a 6 stopper, a 10 stopper, and a circular polarizer filter, along with the filter holder that keeps it on the camera. Now, I've used a lot of filter systems over the years, certainly in my early days as a photographer, and I've used some ones that gave horrible colour casting on the images, and some that were even that cheap that they left a kind of grain effect in the image, which I wasn't happy with and had to get rid of that straight away. But that's what happens when you spend £20 on a filter kit from eBay. This cost me quite a lot of money. It was a fair few £100s to put this kit together, but it was definitely worth investing in. I've had it for about 7 years, so it's going to be staying with me for some years to come. There are other really good kits on the market. You can get them for probably a lot less than I got this for 7 years ago. But if you're looking at doing long exposures, definitely do your research into the filters that you're going to be buying. So these never leave my camera bag, regardless of the time of the year, the season, the temperature outside. These always stay in my bag. These are my Valor photography gloves. These are specifically the Microfiber Pro V3. These are in olive green. I also have them in black. Okay, so full disclosure, I am an ambassador for Valor, and I've been working with the guys there for some years now, but I was using the gloves before I became an ambassador for them, so anything you ever hear me say is genuine and honest. Now, I'm not going to go into any technical specification or details in this video, but I will be putting a video out soon talking more about these and my experiences using these and previous versions of the gloves. And if you want to find out more, or you're interested in purchasing a pair for yourself, you can check out a link in the description below to Valor's website. Okay, so quickly back to accessories, and I generally keep a couple of these on me at all times. These are microfiber towels. This is a fairly smaller one. This is a much larger, much thicker one. That one stays in the bag at all times, and if I need it, that one gets strapped to the outside of the bag. You never know when you're going to need these. If there's a chance of rain or you're shooting by the sea and you've got a bit of spray coming up, they're generally handy to have on you at all times. So another item that I wouldn't be without is my camera strap. I really don't like neck straps. This is a sling strap. It goes crossbody. It's a Black Rapid sport sling strap, and I've had this for about 11 years. I got this as one of my first accessories that I ever bought when I got into photography and started taking it seriously. It's absolutely fantastic. It's 11 years old. It doesn't look like it's 11 days old. There's hardly a mark on it, and that's because of the material that it's made from. I think it's either Kevlar or ballistic nylon, possibly a mixture of both. I should probably check the specs before I did this video, but it is absolutely fantastic. I don't know if you can see it very well in here, but the material on the underside of the strap, which is the bit that kind of will often rub here, it doesn't move about too much, but there's no marks on it whatsoever. I'll show you again if I can get a bit closer in the light. Not a single mark. 11 years old, gets used a hell of a lot, and there isn't a single mark on it. I could probably take this out of the box and convince somebody that it was brand new. But yeah, it keeps the camera tight to my body. It sits just above my hip. You can adjust with the height of the camera where it sits. Yeah, fantastic, love it. Okay, so just a couple of items left to talk about, and one of them is this, which is my Manfrotto Pixie tripod and Manfrotto Pro phone clamp. I've got to get over my nerves of filming in front of people and filming outdoors. I'm a landscape photographer. I need to start shooting out in the wild. So in kind of like a vlog style fashion, this will be what holds my phone, which I shoot all my video content on. It has a cold tube mount on the top, so I can put my mic receiver in there and then keep the mic that I have strapped to me at all times to make sure that I get the best out of my audio. Yeah, just a very small, streamlined bit of kit. It will strap to the side of my bag. And yeah, hopefully you'll see me vlogging outside really soon. So last but by no means least, one of the most essential pieces of kit for a landscape photographer, which is the tripod. This is my Manfrotto 190 Go carbon fiber tripod. It's absolutely fantastic. It's the 4-section version. You can get a 3-section version, I think, which is a little bit smaller, but it's very lightweight. It has the superb, although I can't remember the model number, Manfrotto ball head that everybody was raving about for years. It's solid. It's never failed me. It's absolutely fantastic. And if you've got a glimpse of it, I also have this Novaflex Q mount, which is a kind of manual Arca Swiss style clamp. My old L bracket that I used to use wouldn't fit on the Manfrotto clamp, so I had to change it for this one. I didn't show you the L bracket on this camera. This is a Kirk L bracket. It's specific to this camera body, but it works perfectly fine with this, and I have no reason to change it back. So yeah, that's my tripod, and that is all of my gear. Okay, so that was everything that I generally carry with me on a typical landscape photography shoot, and some other types of shoots that I do from time to time, but that's the general gist of the gear that I carry. So I'll do my best to link anything that I can in the description below if you want to check it out any further. And if you've got any questions on any of this gear, you know where to put those. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoy what's in my camera bag videos. It's the first one that I've done. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. I really would appreciate it. And drop a comment about this video or any other topics you want to talk about, and I will do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It really does help with the growth of this channel, and I really do appreciate every single subscriber that comes along. All right, thanks for stopping by, and until the next video, see ya.